Hey guys, welcome to a 2015 Level 2 Algebra walkthrough. We'll just get straight into it. Find the value of log base 2, 1024, okay? So basically we're going to say 2 is the base, and then we have an unknown power, okay? So we're going to say 2 to the power of an unknown equals to 1024, okay? So now we can say that so 2 to the power of what equals to 1024, okay? So we can just see that x equals to 10. So if you say 2 to the power of 10, that equals to 1024. So we can say x. Or if you can't see that, you can either guess and check on your calculator, or you can say that x log 2 equals to log. So you take the power down, okay, and then you log both sides. So you can say that this. So you can just say log 1024. Log 1024 divided by log 2. That will give you 10, okay? So x equals to 10, okay? So pretty straightforward. This is only an achieved question, okay? Not too much fuss, okay? So we just move on. Solve the equation log base 4, 3w plus 1 equals to 2. So we're going to say that 4 is the base, 2 is the power, and 3w plus 1 is your answer, okay? So we're going to say 4 to the power of 2 equals to 3w plus 1. So we're going to simplify and say 16 equals to 3w plus 1. 15 equals to 3w. And therefore, 15 divided by 3, so therefore w equals to 5, okay? This is also just an achieved question, so just getting the correct answer, the correct working will get you an achieved, okay? Lucas says that the equation log base x of 4x plus 12 equals to 2 only has one solution. Is he correct? Okay. So basically, okay, so x is our base, 2 is our power, and 4x plus 12 is our answer, okay? So this is actually going to give us a quadratic, okay? So we're going to say x squared equals to 4x plus 12. And so I'm going to say x squared minus 4x minus 12, because we're moving from positive to the other side of the equation, so we're going to make that negative, and that equals to 0, okay? So now we're going to factorize, okay? So we're going to say x, so we can say it's so x and x, so we're going to say negative 6 and positive 2, so we're going to say x equals to x minus 6 and x plus 2 equals to 0. So therefore x equals to negative 2, x equals to 6. Okay, so you might think, oh yeah, that's good. Okay, so Luca must be wrong because there's 2 solutions. Oh, but one thing you have to remember, that you can't have a log of a negative number, okay? That's just impossible. So pause right now, go to your calculator, type in log of negative 1 and see what you get, okay? So go pause the video, type into your calculator log of negative 1, okay? And see what that gets you, okay? So it's either going to say there are no real solutions, or it's just going to say error, okay? So it's actually no real solutions, okay? So that's more level 3 stuff, okay? So if we substitute negative 2, okay, that's actually going to give us a negative log, okay? That actually cannot exist, okay? So cannot have a log of a negative number, okay? So basically that's just what I'm trying to say, okay? So for example, the base, what I'm saying is so you see, if you substitute x into the equation, right, so you get log of base negative 2 equals to negative 2 times 4, that's negative 8, plus 12, that's 4, equals to 2, okay? But if you have a negative base, okay, if you have negative base, okay, that it's actually impossible to have a log of a negative base, okay? So it's impossible to have a log of a negative base, and it's impossible to have a log of a negative number. So just remember that, okay? So you can just say x minus 2 is actually impossible, and x equals to 6 is the only solution, and therefore Luca was correct. So there is only one solution. So always make a final solution, because the question is asking you, is he correct? So your final statement would be Luca is correct. Okay, so that's legit everything you just have to say. You just have to say Luca is correct. You don't have to say anything else. Okay, so this is actually an excellence question. Okay, an excellence question, you get an excellence if you cross out the -2. If you don't cross out the -2, you're only going to get a merit. Okay, so an excellence grade if you can cross out the -2. If you can't cross out the -2 and you have both of these solutions, you only get a merit grade. Okay, you're going to go down. And to get the achieve, you just set up the quadratic equation. So you're setting up the x equals to, so just this part. Okay, so x squared minus 4x minus 12 equals to 0. So mainly it's this part that's going to get you an achieved. Okay, yeah. So make x the subject of the equation. A to the power of 2x equals to b to the power of x plus 1. Okay, so in this question, we're going to take the logs of both sides. We're going to take the power down. Okay, so I'm going to say 2x of log a equals to x plus 1 of log b. Okay, so you might find yourself in a bit of a pickle right now. So you have 2x and x plus 1. It would be great if we could separate the x and the it would be great if we can separate the x and the 1, right? It would be great. Oh yes, but we can. Okay, so how are we going to do that? Okay, so we're just going to write 2x log a. We can actually separate the x and the 1. Okay, so if we say that, we can just say x, okay, times log b plus log b. Okay, so if we add another log b, it's quite hard to explain. So if we add a log b, okay, so basically the plus 1 has become plus log b. Okay, so that's basically what I'm trying to say. Okay, so now it's a lot easier, so you can probably just simplify from here. So you say 2x log a. So now it's plus log b, so now it's going to be minus x log of b equals to log b. So now we have x as a common factor. Okay, we're going to take x out, so we're going to say x 2 log a minus log b equals to log b. And now if we can finish the question by moving the brackets to the other side. So we can say x equals to log, sorry, it's a bit squished. Okay, so log b, sorry, so log b, we're gonna zoom in a little bit here. Let's say log b divided by 2 log of a minus log of log b equals, yeah, I already have equals to x. So that's basically it. Okay, so getting all the way down here to x to the subject, that will get you an excellence grade all the way down here. To get the merit grade, takes the log of both sides and rearranges. So taking the logs of both sides and rearranging, that's basically up to the second step here. So this will get you a merit. The second step will get you a merit. To get an achieved, it's it just takes the logs of both sides and multiplies by indices. Okay, so basically it's just this part here will get you an achieved. Okay, alright, moving on. The market value of Sue's house has been increasing at a constant exponential rate of 3% per annum since she bought it 16 years ago at the start of 1999. At the start of 2015, it was worth $350,000. Assuming the exponential growth is in the form of y equals to a times rate multiplied to a power of time, what is the value of the house at the start of 1999 when she bought it? Okay, so she bought it 16 years ago, so that means the amount of time that has passed is 16 years. So we can say t equals to 16. So we can just write down what we know. So t equals to 16. We know that the new value at 2015 is 350,000. So we're going to say the result is $350,000. and we know that the exponential rate is 3%, okay? And you know that an exponential rate, so it has to be 1, so 1 plus 0.03. It's 1 plus 0.03 because you have to have a whole plus 0.03. If it was just 0.03, then you actually be decreasing because if you multiply by 0.03, so for example, you have 1 multiplied by 0.03, it's going to decrease, right? So you have to have 1 whole plus 0.03 in order for it to increase by 3%, okay? So we know that small r, so rate is 1.03, and we're trying to find a. So a we don't know. So basically we can just substitute our numbers in. So 350,000 is equal to, so a we don't know, a multiplied by 1.03 to the power of 16. Okay, so we're gonna say what is 1.03 to the power of 16? That's so we're gonna do, okay, so just do it this way. So 350,000 divided by 1.03 to the power of 16 equals to a. Okay, so we can just say 350,000 divided by 1.03 to the power of 16. Okay, so we get a equals to 218,108 okay? That's rounded to the nearest dollar, okay? So that should be your final answer. And getting that answer, you should get a merit grade. To get the achieved grade, okay, we're just setting up the model basically. So we're gonna say that setting up a model, so we're saying that this, setting up an equation, that will get you an achieved, okay? Alright, next question. A friend also bought a house at the start of 1999 that cost $200,000. Its market value has also been steadily increasing, but at a slightly higher exponential rate of 3.5%. Its value, y dollars, t years after the start of 1999, is given by the function y equals to 200,000 times 1.035 to the power of t. If the two houses to keep increasing in value at the original rates, in which year will the two houses be worth the same amount? So in this question, we know that original value of Sue's house is 218,108. We worked that out. Okay, and we know we don't know the t, so t is we don't know, and we know the rate is what does it say? The rate was 1.03, so 1.03. So we can make up an equation for Sue. Okay, so Sue is y equals to a, which is 218,108, multiplied by rate, so 1.03 to the power of t. That's the equation for I think it was Sue. Yeah, for Sue. Okay, and so basically it's saying that when will these two houses be worth the same amount? So basically we're gonna equate one formula to the other formula. So basically when will the y be the same amount? So because two y's are the same, we're just gonna say equate the formula. So we're gonna say 200,000 200,000 times 1.035 to the power of t equals to 218,108 times 1.03 to the power of t. Okay? Okay, so first, okay, we want to move the 200,000 and the 218,108 to one side, and the two rates to the one side of the equation, okay? So we're going to say 200,000 divided by 218,000. So 200,000 divided by 218,108. That gives us 0.9. We round to 0.92 equals 2. So we're gonna move 1.05. We're gonna move 1.035 t to power of t to the other side. Okay. So I'm gonna say 0.92 is equal to 1.03 divided by 1.035 to power t. So the reason we can do this is because they both have the same power, okay? That's the only reason why we can group them together and say that 1.03 divided by 1.035 to the power of t, okay? It's because we know that the two times are the same, and therefore because the power is the same, we can group them together like this. If the power wasn't the same, then we can't actually group them like this. Okay, so just remember that. So now we can simplify by bringing the log, using the logs form. So we're going to say log of 0.92 is equal to t, bring the power down, t log of 1.03 divided by 1.035. So basically we're going to now move this to the other side of the equation. So we're going to say log 0.92 divided by log of 1.03 divided by 1.035 equals to t. And if you plug that into a calculator, so when you're using the calculator, remember to add brackets when necessary, okay? Don't forget your brackets. If you forget your brackets, you'll get a totally incorrect answer, okay? So remember to add brackets around your logs. So divided by log of 1.03 divided by, oh Jesus, what am I doing? 0.99 divided by, sorry about this, it's taking a while, isn't it? Divided by log of okay, so that gives us t equals to 17.22 years. So basically, after 17.22 years, these two houses will be worth the exact same amount, okay? So the question asks us, so in which year, okay? So basically, we should round, okay, so basically, in 2016, it will be the same amount, okay? So not at the start of 2016, but in 2016, okay? You have to mention that it's in 2016, okay? It's not at the start of 2016, it's in 2016. So it's sometime during 2016, these two houses will be the same, okay? So we're going to be like, so we can just say during 2016. We don't even have to elaborate, okay? We just say during 2016, basically. Getting all the way to during 2016 with the statement, it's going to get you an excellence. To get a merit, we'll solve for t. So if you get t equals to 17.22 years, then you should get the merit grade. And if you, to get an achieve, you get just set up the correct equation. So if you get up to here, this step will get you an achieved, okay? Well, that's not a very good A, is it? Okay, so that will get you an achieved, okay? Alright, so moving on. Question 2, we'll just do question 2 in this video as well, so just let me remove all of this junk. Sorry. Just should have been prepared, but apologize for that. It's just gonna remove all of this. Alright, so simplify 2x squared plus 7x minus 4 divided by 2x squared minus 32, okay? So we're going to factorize, okay? So that's the easiest way. So we're going to factorize 2x something and then x. So it should be plus 4 minus 1, so plus 4 minus 1. 4 times 2 is 8x, negative 1 times x is negative 1x. That equals to positive 7x, and negative 1 times 4 is negative 4, okay? So so you see at the bottom here, it's a perfect it's not a perfect square, it's one with a positive and a negative of the same number, so therefore there's no b, okay? So we're gonna say 2x and 2x and no, actually we're not gonna do that, that's stupid. We're going to take the 2 out, actually. We're going to say 2x squared minus 16. that's the right way to do this. Okay, so now we're gonna simplify. We're gonna say 2x minus 1 times x plus 4 divided by x plus 4 x minus 4 whole times by 2. So then we have a common so we can have a common here, so we can just get rid of it. So basically we have 2x minus 1 divided by 2x minus 4. And yeah, you actually don't have to expand that. You can just leave it. You can just leave it like that, okay? So basically, this will get you a merit grade to get to here, and to get an achieved grade, okay? So to get an achieved grade, you basically factorize